Welcome everyone to Cinema Spotlight. This is where I take an actor or a director, now it's probably going to be more focused on just directors, maybe even producers, and follow their career path down the line until their recent film. Diving into Steven Spielberg's career, we are going to talk about Hook. Hook, hook, show us the hook, 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 show us the hook. This movie is everything to me. Everything. So if you don't already know it already, I wish I even owned it on Blu-ray. Okay, so we're good on that one. Actually, no, you can stay right there. There we go. I love it. I own it. It's great. It's my highest praise I can give it. It's just this is the way it works. You know, like, might as well get that out of the way. Let's talk about this movie for as far as I can go. Hook is literally one of the first Steven Spielberg films I ever saw, apart from E.T. and The Last Crusade. Hook is about Peter Banning, a successful corporate lawyer who takes more time in his work than his family. So when his reluctant self heads on over to London to meet with Wendy, his grandmother, the story of Peter Pan slowly just seeps into his life, rejecting that call, and soon ends up being something he cannot when his children are taken by the nefarious Captain James Hook. My love for Robin Williams began here, along with Dustin Hoffman, Julie Roberts, Maggie Smith, and Bob Hoskins. Let's not forget all the Lost Boys and who they were. Everyone in this film really found a balance in each scene that kept it from being totally cheesy. Finding the amount of heart and substance within each moment that passes is very difficult to do, and it was so full frontal in this movie. It looked effortless. Now, granted, this movie does have some tonal shifts that do not translate well. From the scenes that really built up this mythology to Peter Pan and Hook taking his kids are very well handled. But when Peter arrives in Neverland, the mysterious element and the thrill it's just gone. And it's straight into spectacular sets and very little mystery, except for this scene. Okay, so one thing I really need to address here, if memory serves correctly, this is the first time I've seen a Robin Williams movie since his death. I have returned to only one of his movies, Bicentennial Man, shortly after his sudden passing, and that was about it. And then I never touched any of his films for years. I loved Robin Williams as an actor, and I realized shortly after his death, he ended up becoming part of my childhood in so many ways, making it that much harder to return to. But alas, here I am, thanks to Spielberg. So this is the first movie returning back to him, and it was kind of like seeing an old friend again. I was mesmerized by every scene. I was so into it through nostalgia and my new kind of critical thinking brain and the way things worked. And, you know, I was having my critical moments as much as I was just having, like, the time of my life. Now, as for that scene that I had mentioned earlier, rewatching that for the first time, I was so giddy. So giddy. The music was so amazingly adventurous with a hint of an ominous tone. The comedic actions going along with the music only added to the experience. And that's what this movie does. It acts like a musical without much singing. There is singing, but finding out that this movie was going to be a musical only makes more sense considering how dramatically funny and staged it all was. Guys and gals, in the end, this movie had blown my mind out of the water the first time I watched it and the 1,000 other times that I watched it when I was a kid, and it blew my mind watching it again. You can obviously tell I am so excited about this movie. It makes me happy. I can't get the theme song from John Williams out of my head. I mean, if this movie ended up slipping past your radar, and if you love Robin Williams and everyone else I mentioned with Steven Spielberg at the helm, then this is a movie for you. For that, of course, I love Hook and own it on DVD. It needs to be Blu-ray though. Not even kidding. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Have you seen Hook? If not, please go watch it. You'll be in one hell of a treat. But if you have, what did you think about it? Let me know in the comments. Be kind, be reasonable, and let's talk. If you like this, please like and share this. Spread the word. That would be fantastic. If you can subscribe, that would be awesome. If you're feeling generous, hit that notification bell. That would be even more spectacular. With all that said, I hope you all have a fantastic and wonderful day. Until next time.